Mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir et bienvenue sur ce live de The Council of Fun&Gaming. Et j'ai décidé d'un truc, c'est tout simplement de faire les épisodes de 1h30 par 1h30 plutôt que de faire par épisode, parce que là c'est un peu trop long si ça dépasse 1h30. Du coup on va faire comme ça tout simplement. Ça pourra déplaire à certains, mais enfin voilà, moi je préfère faire ça comme ça plutôt que de faire des vidéos de 3 heures ou ce genre de choses. Je dois aller où, moi? Ah, je sais plus où je dois aller.
That's me.
Donc on a bien compris que Washington a me la foutre à l'envers. Ah oui, j'ai une question. Salut Olivia, à toi. J'ai une petite question. Est-ce que les objets ça respawn dans les couloirs ou pas?
Duke Manuel Godoy. I recognize this part of the corridor. I'm close.
Si je peux, je peux même pour atteindre notre objectif. Peut être bon de réfléchir avant de vous engager sur la première voie que vous trouvez.
Good evening, sir. I'm sorry, but an important meeting is underway. My instructions are to let no one...
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Oui, certain, d'accord.
Tell me, my good man,
Sir?
whose room is this?
A guest.
Apparently a French soldier. All right.
Perhaps I should change my approach.
Listen, I'm an insomniac and Sir Holm told me that you could go to the kitchen and make me a cup of herbal tea.
And what is in this herbal tea, sir?
Holmes gave Washington a recipe for a sleeping draught. What was it again?
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian.
Yes, it's herbal tea. I'll go and make it for you at once, sir.
I'll wait for you in my room.
I need to find a place to watch undisturbed. The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Chouette. Unité découvert à la politique, ok. Droit de Malte.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte. A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier. My dearest son, it's a beautiful weapon. A Levi damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
The Battle of Alexander and Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur. Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. Hannibal crossing the Alps, another military success. Why do I get nothing but visions of horror in my room, and he gets victory after victory?
Alors ici, Bonaparte, du coup. Bonaparte, immunité à conviction. Immunité à politique, d'accord.
I can't hear anything here. I've got to find another spot. Ah, this window opens onto the balcony. Okay, so that means the other room must be on my right.
Créer débloqué, madame. Faut vraiment être con pour pas l'avoir compris. Hein.
Sir, I understand your eagerness, but the pressure on my family complicates the task.
Relax, my friend. Your relatives will soon be safe.
So what I saw in my vision really did happen. Well, I hope I haven't missed anything important.
I thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Now that's settled, let us speak about your support.
Yes. You mentioned earlier some assistance from the Golden Order?
Absolutely. I have concluded an agreement with their leader, Lady Sarah Faustine de Richet.
Another case that Mother didn't tell me about.
The funds from the order will finance the building of a foundry in Tuscany. You will soon be able to count on 100 or more cannons for your future campaigns.
I was not expecting so much help from you. When can I meet this de Richet?
Well, unfortunately, something has cropped up. De Richet has disappeared.
Disappeared? What, here?
Yes, but the staff are redoubling efforts to find her, I assure you.
So the agreement, is it on or off?
It is on. Her right-hand man has just arrived here to help us find her. And it is none other than her son, Louis Maurice de Richet. I wager he will ensure his mother's commitments are met.
Louis. Not an easy name to live with in these times.
Of course. But from now on, you will deal with him.
This man, it can only be Mortimer.
Very well. I will seek him out.
Map. That was a close call.
When you see Louis, speak to him about the amount of our agreement.
And, how much exactly are we talking about?
20,000 louis d'or, a sum that will enable you to easily win your next conquests. My friend, an unparalleled destiny awaits you in France.
That is very flattering. However, is 20,000 louis d'or enough to purchase so many cannons?
In this case, yes. Madame de Richet and I have negotiated a very good price.
Very well. You can count on me to talk with her son.
Perfect. Remember that great things can be achieved with him on your side.
Of course. Anything else?
Not for now. Try to get some rest. The next few days are likely to be tiring.
Then, sir, I bid you a good evening.
Good evening, my friend.
It's time to leave.
Putain, ce buzz buzz, ça m'emmerde à chaque fois qu'il y a une espèce de changement de scène. Mais en tout cas, jusque-là, j'apprécie beaucoup le jeu. C'est beaucoup de manipulation, d'enquête. Oula.
Louis?
Emily? I can explain.
Perhaps, but remains...
Décontenancé, un interlocuteur vous a mis en défaut. Le coût d'utilisation d'une compétence augmente. C'est un élixir d'or pour vous soigner.
Still.
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
You have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
I'm not here for you.
What are you doing in my room?
First of all, let's keep calm. My being here is just a coincidence. Anyway, I seriously doubt what I'm doing in your room is really the question that interests you. Now, is it?
Clever boy. So answer the question that does interest me. What were you really doing on the balcony?
A young soldier arrived this evening. Someone was waiting for him in his room. I wanted to find out more, and what I heard was
obtenu à bout
worth
de
the
souffle.
risk.
All right, go on. Do these events concern me? Do they involve the Golden Order?
I overheard a conversation between a French soldier and some other individual.
And what were they talking about?
It seems Mother is involved, something about a military campaign. Apparently my mother validated an order of cannons to help this man.
Really? Since when does the Order finance wars?
As far as I know, since never.
Did they give any details? A date? What they were for?
Nothing at all. Did you know anything about this?
No, but I won't forget. Thank you. All right, Louis, I might have overreacted a bit. Please do excuse me, but next time, please try knocking on my door.
Trophée obtenu, les yeux d'innocence.
For you.
Well, I'll remember in that case. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Louis.
Ah, elle était en porte-jartel en plus. Sexy. Alors, je vais voir s'il n'y a pas des trucs qui ont respawn dans le coin. Alors j'ai débloqué des traits. C'est pas mal. Alors déjà il me reste 2 gelés.
Decorum guide.
Un guide de bienséance, d'accord. C'est bien que je fasse le tour en nouveau.
That's not the right way. That's not the right way.
Alors déjà, elle est où déjà? Vulnérabilité à psychologie. Donc on peut la lui mettre à l'envers. Traité de bonne manière à destination du collège de jésuites de la Flèche. Un point de compétence en étiquette, d'accord. Sincère, vous gagnez un point de compétence en diversion, vous avez convaincu Lady Hillsborough de votre innocence. Malin, vous gagnez un point de compétence en diversion, vous avez convaincu le serviteur de vous laisser entrer.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you. Give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
Pour le coup, j'ai vraiment bien fait de pas l'ouvrir.
Huh, that's me.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
C'était pour voir si je pouvais.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
Trophée obtenu, une nuit agitée. Trophée obtenu, nuit agitée. Ok. J'ai diverti le serviteur pour passer la chambre de Napoléon. J'ai espionné les hommes de ma vision. J'ai convaincu Lady Hillsborough de mon innocence. Piaggi a retrouvé sa lettre intacte, ratée. Alternative, j'aurais pu aider Sir Washington dans ses projets. J'aurais pu empêcher une violente confrontation. J'aurais pu découvrir quelque chose sur le passé de ma mère. Oh, c'est bon ça. Alors, 8 points disponibles. Appuyez-vous sur votre connaissance des mythes, symboles, cultes et religieux, langue morte, société secrète. Ok. Oui, mais alors, du coup, Livia, j'ai besoin de ton aide là. Parce que tu me dis que de pas apprendre qu'en détective. Mais talent, très... Mais j'ai que le détective qui est activé, donc je fais comment pour l'activer, activer les autres? Non, c'est pas ce que je veux. Au secours! Dis-moi tout. Parce que là, je vois pas ce que je peux faire d'autre que débloquer le reste qui est là, vu que je suis détective et que le reste de toute façon il est pas ouvert. Étiquette. Bon, déjà je vais le passer en deux celui-là. Non, il était déjà passé en deux, d'accord. Du coup, logique. Ok, 2. Vigilance. Remarquez les détails notables et les éléments déplacés par rapport à leur contexte. Ouais, hop. Interrogatoire. Psychologie. Lisez le comportement des jeux comme un livre ouvert niveau 2. Logique. Agilité. Bon bah elle doit pas être là du coup. Elle doit être partie. Bah écoute, je vais continuer dans... Va dans occultiste, ok. Ouais mais non, non, puisqu'il n'est pas activé. Si? Il est pas activé, le truc est pas activé, celui-là non plus. Là tout est blanc, puis là il n'y a rien du tout. Je vais mettre un point là-dedans, je vais mettre un point là-dedans, puis on aura bien. Manipulation, amener les gens à agir dans votre propre intérêt. Occultisme, appuyez-vous sur votre connaissance des mythes, symboles, cultes et religieux, langue morte, société secrète.
All right. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Psychologie, étiquette, conviction, manipulation, science. Ok. Ouais, bah je viens de lire un bouquin, donc c'est bon.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on, but writing material. From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd. Writing material.
Ouais, je vois du citron, donc ça veut dire que il y a une lettre qui a été écrite avec du citron qu'on peut découvrir avec de la bougie. Ça je connaissais. Pièce de collection, bah d'accord. Ah, on voit que dalle. Pièce de collection. Pièce de collection, d'accord.
Here's something will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
Someone's picked some lemons.
I'd be surprised if my mother didn't help herself to a few. She was always going on about the surprising properties of lemons.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though. Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
Ok, donc on va chercher un.
Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World, the travelogue of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room. Come on, Louis, think. Think. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She must have used the writing materials. The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. what if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message? The message is illegible. I have to keep searching.
C'est pourtant... Mais t'as été éduqué par ta mère, c'est pourtant... C'est pourtant...
Look, markings on the floor.
Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
C'est pourtant logique, mon gars. Un tas de cendres, ouais. À moins que, ouais, ce soit pas avec le... Comment ça s'appelle, avec la bougie que ça marche, mais avec la cendre.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases. I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Bien, monsieur de
Nothing.
Ah ouais, d'accord. Vas-y que je mets la bougie allumée dans ma poche, ok. Non, je peux pas le déverrouiller.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Est-ce qu'il y aurait autre chose que j'aurais pas regardé? Je vais continuer. C'est le truc là. C'est juste le café. Pièce de collection, d'accord. Je me disais bien que j'avais entendu quelque chose. Alors qui va être assez con pour foutre le feu au papier.
Aha! It's working.
Ah non, quand même.
Here's the message.
Let's see what my mother wrote.
Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me?
If you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but
You must have also felt like you were in great danger.
now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Occultisme niveau 1, d'accord, ok, je vois, je viens de comprendre. Il faut en fait les débloquer, ça se débloque tout seul, mais ma capacité principale c'est celle-ci, ok. Donc, puis vous sur vos connaissances. Limite, permet de donner une option de dialogue niveau 1, ouais, d'accord.
I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests. Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Il veut que j'aille où? Dans le salon rouge? Mais
President George Washington.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
ok, allons-y, puis on va
That's the
faire.
door to Elizabeth's room.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
C'est quoi ce lieu du démon d'un seul coup là?
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please, excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother if she still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day. A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Immunisée à la psychologie. Ouais, pourquoi elle a un œil? Elle avait pas un œil au beurre noir la dernière fois, si?
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last, right soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
D'accord.
30 November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman.
D'accord, donc sur le chat on me dit, oublie pas que t'as pas pu intervenir dans une dispute. Ah, donc Washington et elle se sont disputés, si je comprends bien. Clé à 5 cercles. Et du coup c'est lui qui lui a fait ça? C'est quoi ce délire?
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
devil's thorn.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals. Well, let's see what it tastes like. Ugh. I really need to stop tasting everything I find now.
Vous êtes heurté à une immunité, un point d'effort, bloc utiliser une élixir d'or pour vous soigner, d'accord. Et j'en ai pas, merde.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I am driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you.
Je sais même pas si je l'ai eu celui-là.
They still remain unanswered.
Ah, quelqu'un d'autre que
I
Washington.
often
Bon, on
think
verra
about
bien.
you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me.
Ça, je crois que je l'avais déjà lu. Ça aussi. Ça aussi. Il n'y a rien d'autre ici. Il y a ça au milieu, hein, mais bon. Ça je peux pas. Et ça je peux pas. Alors oui, voir tous les trucs avant de me coucher, sauf que je pouvais pas passer par là, si je me rappelle bien. Pas descendre, faut que je passe par où, bordel?
Monsieur Johann van Vulner. Bon bah, va te faire foutre alors. Ça veut pas réapparaître. Ah, d'accord. Mais c'est marqué en plus, rejoignez le salon rouge au rez-de-chaussée, je suis con.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Hello. You're Elizabeth Adams, aren't you?
Yes, I regret that we haven't been properly introduced.
Do you often fall ill like that?
Yes, sometimes. But don't worry, I guess I'm kind of a frail flower.
Maybe you were feeling hungry.
No, it was nothing to do with being hungry. Fatigue, probably. I've been feeling more and more exhausted lately.
Well, get some rest then, Elizabeth. Take advantage of the sea air and you'll soon get your strength back.
Do you really want to know what made me ill? Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother.
Trophée obtenu Vélos.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated. And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
You're right. I don't want this conversation to turn into an interrogation. You've suffered enough already. I respect your silence. Please excuse me.
Well, thank you. I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her.
Trophée
She
obtenu
became
Amour
a
maternel.
completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's coming for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Génial, je suis foutrement mal tombé. Ma mère a fait des trucs pas croyables. Et du coup, c'est moi qui m'en prends plein la gueule.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service, day and night, sir.
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to
j'ai
know?
répété la question, désolé.
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small salon, where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Except for my mother.
Has Sir another question?
J'allais le dire, sauf pour la mère.
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir. That is where Sir will find his private rooms. The main corridor leads around the building. 3 stairways will enable Sir to return to the ground floor. It is also from there that Sir will be able to reach the second floor.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, sir?
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing on the second floor are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holmes, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does Sir have any more questions?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If Sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise Sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help Sir in any other way?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for Sir.
That's fine. I have no intention of swallowing this remedy. You see, I generally use it to put the shine back on my shoes. But maybe you'd rather I ask permission from Lord Mortimer. Where is he? I'd like to tell him about my shoe problem.
Sir need do nothing of the sort. There is no reason to disturb Lord Mortimer with this small matter.
As you wish.
Here you are, sir. I hope Sir will have enough with one bottle, as I haven't any more.
Oh, I'll make do. It's good of you to get this much.
May I do anything else for Sir?
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh. There you are, then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now.
But, sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
Mais quel enculé. Dites pardon, mais quel enfoiré. Oh, mon personnage c'est un gros enculé, d'accord. C'est pas celui-là. Mysterium Cosmographicum, les vies parallèles, l'art de connaître la physionomie.
Crucifixion of St. Peter.
Ah, on avait déjà vu
He was
ça.
crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Je vais enfin pouvoir voir les trucs qu'il y avait ici. Oula. Une pièce de collection. Un élixir d'or, super, ça fait plaisir.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at?
Ah, ce
He
mec.
tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's table.
I am delighted to hear it.
Alors, nous avons Von Wollner, Johann Christoph. Ministre des cultes en Prusse. Ami de Frédéric Guillaume II, actuel roi de Prusse, von Wollner géra en sous-marin les affaires de l'État, ancien pasteur et membre d'une loge maçonnique. Il eut tout loisir de convertir son roi à ses vues. Ensemble, ils ouvrirent leur propre loge sous l'influence des Rose-Croix. Passionné de sciences occultes et d'alchimie, il a mené une guerre des religions dans son pays et combattu fermement les idées des Lumières. Ami de Sir Gregory Holm, von Wollner croit en l'alchimie spirituelle dont la materia prima est l'âme humaine. D'accord. Fondateur du tribunal révolutionnaire de Paris, durant la Terreur, il devint rapidement une des figures les plus inquiétantes de tout Paris. Il se distingua en participant au siège de la Bastille puis à la capture de Louis XVI, actuel roi de France. Il prit part à la création du tribunal révolutionnaire, juge populaire ou bourreau selon d'autres. Il y dirigea de nombreux procès qui condamnèrent à la guillotine opposants et traîtres à la Révolution. À la demande de son mécène, Lord Mortimer, Perru prend le temps de se joindre au rendez-vous mondain de ce dernier quand il y est convié. D'accord. Il manque 3 personnes.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
What do you want to know?
Surprising when you know Volner prohibited religious practices in Prussia. Renowned member of the Rose-Croix Order, former Freemason, and great lover of alchemy. And look at Piaggi fawning over him. I really do have a problem digesting political protocol.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur...
Louis Moras de Richet.
De Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
I am just a simple French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing our meal.
And you, sir?
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
He's certainly well connected and in high places.
Surprising. No one appears to know him.
No one knows me, and yet here I am.
Quite so.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please? Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Sur le chat, on me dit est-ce que j'aime beaucoup le décolleté. Oui, j'adore, j'aime bien, c'est sexy, ça va. Olivia.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about. And I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present,
as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Ah mais c'est des papillons, j'ai cru que c'était des bugs visuels en fait. Trophée obtenu, Jean d'influence. J'ai trouvé le message caché par ma mère dans le livre, j'ai eu accès au message dans son intégralité, j'ai réussi à convaincre Elisabeth Adams de me parler de ma mère, j'ai fait connaissance avec les invités durant le dîner, je me suis montré le digne successeur de ma mère devant Napoléon Bonaparte, j'ai fouillé la chambre d'Elisabeth Adams, raté, que dalle, alternative j'aurais pu fouiller la chambre de Napoléon Bonaparte. Oh mais merde. Ok, 4 points disponibles, donc... Monter étiquette, on va monter... Science, occultisme et manipulation. Voilà, on va faire comme ça. Trophée obtenu, endurci.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Non, d'accord, ouais, d'accord, j'étais en train de réfléchir, donc, ouais. Donc ceux-là, c'est ceux que j'ai déjà ouverts, d'accord, j'ai pas compris, alors. Donc, ouais, alors, du coup. Occultisme, manipulation, érudition, subterfuge. Plus en étiquette. J'ai oublié de lire un bouquin? Non, non, ça revient, c'est là. Allez, va pour étiquette. C'est haut. C'est très haut.
Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing.
Clé à motif occulté de la Terre.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle. Circe.
3 de Malte, ok. Une pièce.
This painting has caused some debate. Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician? Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe. Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses? Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world. The Conversion of Ulysses by Gors. Circe changing Ulysses' companions into swines. Circe turning Ulysses' companions back into humans. Ulysses and Circe at the table. If I were you, Ulysses, I wouldn't drink the wine. A swine in a salon. It's an odd choice of decor.
D'accord, donc c'était des papillons. Ah, d'accord, donc journal, un discours de la méthode, première œuvre philosophique de l'auteur qui exprime en faveur d'une réflexion rigoureuse et analytique. Les vies parallèles. Le prince, réflexion à la révolution en France, les souffrances du genou Werther, ouais. J'espère que j'ai rien oublié ici. Ouf. Tiro Toto. Alors je vais te parler à toi.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Waldner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand, but continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, la Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one, in any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Ok, alors. Impressionnant.
Golden elixir.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it. Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Merci. C'est foutrement impressionnant comme bibliothèque. Bah dis donc. Oh, ça descend encore.
Pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Ah, une deuxième page d'encyclopédie. Super. Pièce de collection. Bah voilà, c'est vraiment ça que je cherchais.
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Alors on va regarder les tableaux, mais on va sortir, d'accord. Je vais voir si je peux pas trouver des choses par terre dans tous les coins, ce genre de choses. What? Non.
The song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by their ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. A fragment of amber.
Youpi. Il me reste plus qu'un, puis je pourrais augmenter. Pas de conneries, hein. Il m'en reste juste un pour pouvoir augmenter complètement. Ok. Ah, bah, vous avez collecté 4 fragments d'ombre, votre nombre de points d'effort maximum augmente de 11.
Amber.
Et il y a une pièce là. Une autre mélisse. Un élixir d'or, ce qui m'en fait combien? M'en faut... Ah mais ça m'en fait 3, c'est bien, c'est parfait. C'est pour s'asseoir. Je l'ai trouvé. Bonne chance ici, c'est super dur. LOL. Oh là 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 là. Toi aussi, tu aimes la gelée royale, monsieur de Riche, ouais ouais. Bah, vu qu'elle est là, moi je m'en fous, je vais voir tous les tableaux. Hein. Moi, je suis féru d'art en réalité. Enfin, féru, non, mais j'aime bien l'art.
Liberty or death by Regnault. Well, I'll take liberty, please. But I do understand his choice, even though it seems radical. Ah, painting by Ingres. Molière dining with Louis XIV. The king's posture is surprising. It's almost as if he's addressing someone in the assembly. Christ Crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alcudia. Ah, François Ier, Receiving the Holy Family, a painting by Raphael. The Fall of Phaeton, another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning for borrowing his father's chariot and losing control of it. Moral, don't steal Dad's chariot. The Company by Rembrandt. A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V. I wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting. The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples.
Très connu comme tableau d'ailleurs.
Celia. That name means nothing to me. Allegory regarding the Declaration of the Rights of Men. That's the least you could say.
Ah, c'était ça.
A painting with no name.
Ça doit être notre cher Aude vu qu'il a une barbe. Bizarre là. J'ai entendu un bruit pourtant. Bon bref.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Gelée royale, youpi.
Find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand. The statue is darker on the right-hand side. It must be often placed towards the fire, which would explain the difference in color. In that case, it would be facing the Medusa. Perfect for the coup de grace. Let's think. To vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in a specific order. What can this shield be for? To protect its holder? Why not? But in that case, what's the lantern for? Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded. Think outside the box. Nobody said a statue has to have only one use. I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast. In other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the Medusa by turning the shield to face the sword. If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honestly, he must have a screw loose. Crazy idea, but worth a shot.
C'est pas ça? Putain.
Now, Louis, it's time to keep a logical mind, as every good scientist should. The aim is to defeat the Medusa, so what can the lantern be for? To light up the Medusa? Hardly likely. The hero holding the lantern will be easy prey, and the shield will be of no use. To light up the sword? No, that makes no sense. So that leaves the shield. I wonder if the aim is to play with the light. If I turn the shield right, the light would be reflected. The ray of light will perturb the Medusa and focus her attention on the best protected hero.
Bah je l'ai fait, donc je vois pas.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Ok, donc là je vois vraiment pas.
The clue I found said, "Beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected. That is its weakness." That's the key. The best protected hero is the one holding the shield. Thank you, Mother. The origin of myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. The section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. The section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Ouais, donc le héros à l'épée, il est vers la méduse, ça je suis d'accord. Je trouve pas et ça m'énerve, donc je vais pas prendre 3 plombes. Je comprends rien. Il se fait tard, je suis fatigué, merde quoi. Donc héros à la lanterne. Vers le héros à l'écu, mais je comprends pas ce qui va pas.
It looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
Ah d'accord. Fallait faire un angle en fait, d'accord, pour que la lumière elle touche. Mais aussi vers l'épée. Enfin, j'ai pas tout compris, mais bon. Bon, ça s'est fait.
Whoa. Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
First my room, now here. Stop following me, you're becoming a nuisance.
Wait a minute, are you... You're not implying that I'm here to court you, are you?
Oh, Louis, I'm just stating the obvious. You wouldn't be the first, rest assured.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. The worst thing is it seems to be working.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Oh yeah? So tell me what you're doing here.
Yeah,
just like me.
probably, but I asked the question first.
Well then, we'll pretend you haven't asked me yet.
What about a little gallantry, Louis? Come on, I'm listening. What are you doing here?
Since you insist, Duchess, gallantry obliges this. Ladies first.
You just won't give in, will you?
I'm sorry, madam. It isn't in my nature.
Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Okay.
The heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Wow, j'ai le chat en direct, mais...
The heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Emily, what if I open the jar? Would that then make man responsible for...
Alors juste un truc, parce qu'il y a un truc qui me dérange sur le chat, c'est que Livien, j'ai l'impression que t'es en retard par rapport à ce que je dis, mais de ouf. Moi, j'ai pas beaucoup de latence par rapport à la pause que je viens de faire, j'ai à peine 5 secondes. Mais toi, j'ai l'impression que tu prends plus de secondes encore. Je sais pas si c'est ta connexion ou autre.
The evils?
Try. It'll make a change. All right, can we move on now?
I do love your irony, but honestly, are you ever impressed by anything you see?
By a chamber pot? No, you really do need to do better than that.
Monsieur de Richet, regardez-moi dans les yeux. Bah, vous voyez, c'est ce que je fais moi. Téméraire, trophée obtenu.
I found an amazing ring. There's an inscription engraved on it. You're married. Why don't you wear a wedding ring?
You mean wear something just to prove your love? Not my style.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
The Gospel according to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as part of God's plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
One more reason to leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor. I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
Pièce de collection, d'accord.
Hey, Mortimer is the author of this work. He talks about his passion for art.
Rat de bibliothèque, d'accord. Pensez sur l'art. Ensemble de notes manuscrites de Lord Mortimer dans laquelle il livre ses réflexions sur l'art et son rôle dans la société. Point de compétence en érudition, d'accord.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath. I can just see Mortimer dressed in a toga, wearing a laurel wreath, strutting around his manor all day long.
You have a curious idea of Mortimer.
Why? He's eccentric, like all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
Non, mais non!
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. Maybe Mortimer is immortal or capable of living for a very long time, like Methuselah. A first smile. Careful. Keep that up and soon you'll end up laughing.
Carry on sprouting inanities like that, and indeed I might. These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something. What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. I can't trust a man who sneaks into my room in the middle of the night.
Are you really gonna use that against me every time we meet?
It's difficult to pretend nothing happened. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little. If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Her only weak spot is her difficulty talking about herself. I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
Yes, you may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
I know you well enough to see that you're hiding something from me. Why won't you look me in the eyes? I've figured you out, but you refuse to accept it. And you're starting to find me charming too.
I admit it. You win. You, worst investigator there ever was, have sussed me out. Well, at least you made me smile. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is... your father. The force of youth combined with the wisdom of ancestors.
I never knew my father. And it'll be better for him if I never do find him.
Sorry.
I thought you'd figured out I was an orphan.
No, please forgive me. I didn't know. It's as obvious as it is surprising.
You're my mother's hard-hitting partner.
Oh, God, do you really believe the nonsense that comes out of your mouth?
Well,
là, je suis complètement au hasard en
I
fait.
did. A little.
Sorry, Louis, your mother is not my partner.
Chances are, you're working with a member of the Order.
The only members of the Order other than ourselves are your mother and Mr. Washington. The former has sadly gone missing.
Shit.
As for the latter, I knew nothing of his arrival. Incidentally, you must have noticed how inefficiently our Order communicates internationally. Right, time is short. You haven't convinced me. I prefer to remain discreet. Don't take it the wrong way. All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister. And if I reacted so strongly at the sight of the cameo pendant, it's because I thought it belonged to her. But it doesn't.
I understand. I won't insist.
It's time to leave.
On en est à presque 2 heures de vidéo, j'ai pas le choix là, hein, parce qu'on a bien avancé dans la discussion, du coup je suis un petit peu obligé. Mais c'est bien, c'est foutrement bien foutu comme jeu, je trouve.
What do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do? Sorry, Emily, but I can't leave Elizabeth like this. All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me. I really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it. My days are numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night? While she was hiding?
Yes, Louis. I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you it was her.
She doesn't hesitate on her answers. She's not trembling. She's really convinced of what she's seen. Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holmes? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes, I need something to calm me down.
No thanks, I'd better not.
Listen, if you want me to tell you everything, you have to drink with me, Louis. What I have to say to you is of the utmost importance.
No, I won't drink.
All right, Louis, then get the hell out of here. You're incapable of opening your eyes, so be it. Get out!
Je me méfie beaucoup trop du verre de vin, en plus du poignard qu'il y a sur la table. Du coup, bah, non merci.
Why the hell did I go with Elizabeth? I could have spent the night with Emily, but no. I had to go play the night with a big heart. Oh well, never mind. Tomorrow's another day.
Je viens de comprendre que j'ai raté une autre opportunité avec Miss Bia du monde au balcon, c'est ça? Dommage.
Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
What the hell's going on?
You are in deep trouble, my young friend.
Alors, j'ai résolu l'énigme de la méduse, j'ai découvert la pièce où Lord Mortimer cache ses trésors, j'ai découvert qu'Emily cachait quelque chose, j'ai accepté de tenir compagnie à Elisabeth, je suis parti de chez Elisabeth avant d'être ivre. J'ai pas convaincu Emily de me révéler son secret et j'aurais pu rejoindre Emily dans ma chambre, ok. Donc je vais m'arrêter là, attendez, d'abord, suivant... Je vais mettre les points... détourner l'attention et changer de sujet pour éviter de répondre à certaines questions. Ok. Étiquette. Occultisme. Vigilance. Psychologie. Plutôt vigilance. Et logique. Voilà. Trophée obtenu, il était une fois. Voilà, donc l'épisode 2, je vais le commencer juste après, dans 2 minutes. Donc pouce bleu, ça vous a plu jusque là. Abonnez-vous si ce n'est pas encore déjà fait. Je vous dis à très bientôt pour de nouvelles vidéos sur Fun&Gaming.